the people that I want to battle won't. They always let's battle, let's do it. But like behind the doors and all that shit, they don't want to do it.
What you
Feel
mean?
me? Like it's I mean it come out all the time. It be somebody will say yeah question shit.
Name names, Quest.
I'm trying to think, man. Me and Saga done talked years and years ago. Me and Av done talked years and years ago.
You and Av would be good.
Me
Him
and
and
Av
Saga
would
be
be good.
good too.
Yeah.
But like when it comes
That's
down
the
to
Christian
just
dude, right?
yeah. But when it comes down to just people that
Who rap
write
like
rap,
Batman.
He look like a Simpson character.
I like
like
that.
Batman.
I
You said he
think-
rap like what?
Like Batman when he got his mask on. The voice. He rap like Batman.
Yo, that's
I'm
He
thinking
rap like
about
Batman. Yeah. He turns into Batman.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, exactly like that.
when he get the
It's
loud
wild.
and the
It's wild. I think I may have told him that. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Now that's what I'm hear.
or
now.
Sensei Saga.
Shout out to Saga. That's my man. He cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
He's out here too.
Yeah, he cool.
Yeah,
straight?
he's on the card tomorrow.
Yeah.
Validation.
Validation, that's dope.
Validation.
Damn.
Well, you had mentioned, you said you heard a couple things like on the show, like my expert opinion, that you felt like was not
Only
correct.
thing- only thing was
what
real-
is something else that you
Only
felt
thing was real is that I had on white Timbs when we was.
You battle Ice.
No, I didn't battle Ice on white Timbs because like I'm gonna keep it real and tell you a story. That my little nigga had did them and was like tried to get me to wear them to the battle, and I'm like,
Nah,
I had
yeah.
on the big meat, the mink shit.
Right.
I
You
was
ain't
like-
have on white Timbs?
No,
with
I
that?
had on some Kemp, some kamikaze. I broke out. I had them kamikaze I had on, but I told my nigga, I told little dog, I said, nah.
Where did you have the white Timbs on?
We went to like he asked me, and I ended up wearing them to like we just met up. It might have been the studio or something. We went to the studio that night or some shit.
Studio.
It might have been the studio. I put them in the studio because I
White
pulled up on
Timbs are
y'all
nasty,
downtown.
bro.
Yeah,
That's not it. That's
I
not
didn't
it,
want to
bro.
do it. Listen, I'm gonna keep it
That's
real. I
not
didn't
it.
want to do it.
It's
I
never
didn't,
been
but
the
I
right-
still.
I'm just not a
That's
I didn't wear it
that
to the
jagged
battle.
edge vibe, son. That's
Yeah.
that
And
jagged
niggas used to say I
edge.
look like Jagged Edge back then too. That was terrible.
Yeah, I just
they
don't.
should
I'm
baby
not
blue, no?
not a Tim's person,
They
man.
should
I'm not
baby
buying
blue.
the same boot
That's not cool.
every year.
No, but
Every
no,
year.
you
I buy a
had
pair
it was,
every year.
the shit. The whole, like I said, man, it was all like I said. People build their own narratives, and I think because I'm not a person that's like, you know how I be low key with a lot of shit, man. That was because, like I said, the situation with my daughter, different little shit that I had to kind of sort out. So I'm not running to the internet to be like, yo, that ain't right. You know what I mean? Yo,
But you know, a story, you tell a story long enough the wrong
People-
way, it
people-
becomes the right way.
Yeah, but it was never. But see, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. I'm gonna keep it like my absence, and Marvin them know this. Like my absence within like battle rap was always for me. Like it was, Miles was supposed to battle Conceited, and I was supposed to have took some money. I never signed a contract with URL until I did Double Impact. They're my people. You understand what I'm saying? So it was never. I never took a deposit, and none of that. So and Beasley has said on camera, Miles battled.
Not
when he
even
wanted
for
to.
Suge?
No, I don't, if I did, I might have taken it for sure. I don't know, or maybe it was Tech. One of them, it was Tech or one of them.
One or two of them.
But I moved when I want. I was never doing it to make a living. Put it that way, right? Like I've never
Right.
been in a situation where I had to battle. It was always a release for me from what I was going through. And I told people this, like I had been fighting depression for a long time, bro. I was diagnosed with it at 11.
Right.
So when niggas was seeing me, it was things that was going on in the midst of all of that, and I was kind of trying to escape in it through battle. But one thing I had to learn was the battle rap ain't the sport or ain't the place to be when you dealing with mental illness. I'm gonna keep it real because
That shit
Come on,
fucking make it
nigga.
worse.
At that time, because listen,
niggas will push you over the edge.
but I was
bro.
taking,
Like,
I was taking,
here you
but see,
go.
X used to tell me, but see, even y'all, I can be honest, Verb and X used to be like, yo, like, niggas is going, or Cal, like, yo, niggas is going to do this and they going to do that, but I was taking it to heart because at that time, I was in a fucked up place. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Then there was a situation where I had one of my homies killed himself in it, like this. We in a space like this. And I wasn't talking about it, but mentally I didn't deal with it. I just pushed shit to the side where it got real bad, bro. Like right around the time with the Conceited shit had got real bad.
Right.
And then I seen Bizarre come busy, my man. I came through, big homie, everything. But he said, yo, Miles left, man. I think that he just couldn't take it. Bro, I was in a very, very, very dark place. Then after that, trying to get out of that, it was custody battle. It was, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you gotta think about it. You make a lot of decisions, right? When you was in a fucked up spot. We've
Right.
been in fucked up spots, right? Then you gotta think about it. When you start getting yourself back right, all the fucked up shit that you did, now it's coming back.
Yes.
Now I gotta deal with it.
Now you gotta deal.
But hold
with
on, but here go the thing though. I'm gonna keep it G. I'm gonna explain something else. So motherfuckers that seen me, like I've always been in the public, I've always been me, I've always been open, right? So you seen me when I was in that spot, right? So you around me. When I started to move out of there, people started to look at that perfect example.
What?
Perfect example. You get what I'm saying? So different shit come at you, And I'm still on this little rocky spot. So it's kind of like I'm wilding out and I'm doing different things. And it took like my wife now like to tell me like, yo, you really in a whole nother position. You about to fuck up a lot of money, a lot of this, a lot of that. Like you thinking like stupid because you reacting off emotion, right? And that kind of had to check me to grow up. Like, damn, I kind of got a lot of shit to deal with. But at that time, battle rap, I'm reading these comments, motherfuckers lying. And
don't do that.
And then I'm gonna tell you what fucked me up too.
You never read the comments.
I'm gonna keep it
Don't
real.
do that.
I didn't
You
know.
never read the fucking comments.
Read the comment.
At the time when I'm fighting depression, I got anxiety, PTSD. I'm clinically diagnosed with this stuff. I'm telling you, like, I'm in a fucked up spot. It's a lot of shit that I did to a lot of people. in them
Clinically
times.
diagnosed is.
I was clinically diagnosed at 11. So like, I remember at 11, I was given a medicine to say, hey, take this. I was in the system.
What
They
they
said, "Yo."
had you on?
I don't even remember because I
Lithium?
I was 11. So I remember I woke up one time, I didn't know what was going on. I remember my aunt said, yo, they looked at it, I ended up getting placed with my aunt. She said, yo, we ain't gonna do it. Like, luckily I didn't get, you know what I'm saying, going on it, but we moved forward. We don't go talk to them. I went and talked to them, I'm gonna keep it real. Like I had to go, like it was at a bad spot. Like I was ready to take myself out of here, you feel me? Like bad at that time, then going through battle rap. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like, you don't really understand what's going on. Then on top of that, like I said,
I think it's the most critical thing.
moving forward though.
You
moving
could be
forward, right?
involved
We
in.
coming out of it, right? We coming out of it, a lot of stuff. Like, move forward. Let's move to the ice. Like, you start seeing me. If you start watching the timeline, you will see my appearance change. You'll see the way, like, looking at me, it changes.
Right.
You can see it step by step, right?
Right.
You get to the ice battle, like, it's the same thing. In the ice battle, I'm coming out of there. But then you, like, even Ice said in the battle, yo, he said some stuff in the battle, but you know how that get when you get a battle, somebody seeing you glowing, and somebody say, Miles battling math. Let me call him. Hey man, let me tell you what this nigga did, man. This nigga did that. And I'm looking at Ice like this. Me and Quinn, we all looking like. And then Ice came to me and told me what it was. But in this situation, situations like that in my head, like if we battle rappers and you say, nigga, fuck you on the internet, whatever. Then we get in the venue, I'm instantly right there. Right? I'm instantly on that. I'm not thinking it's just battle rap. And I'm gonna tell you like real shit, like when I say we did fucked up shit, we went to the Charlotte shit, right?
Right.
I felt the smallest I ever felt in battle rap, my nigga, I sat down with Ars and just kicked it, right? Nigga, we rolled scooters to the venue, everything. The last time that I seen Ars, I was super fucked up, drinking this shit. St. Andrews, it's on video. He battled Cal. I'm on stage literally crying because I just seen like my OG Hex in the I hadn't seen him in a minute. This is when Hex first got sick.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm emotional as fuck. I'm literally in a bad situation. I'm in a bad spot. I got bad people around me. It's just a real fucked up situation.
Right.
The situation that happened with Arsenal, remember I interrupted the battle. That was me talking to Arsenal.
But play this back. Play by play.
So the battle with Arsenal and Calico, right?
Right.
Right. So I was supposed to be on that card, but again, I
This
was so
this
fucked
before
up.
Trick walked up.
This was the same day.
But it was before.
Before, so you remember the battle, Arsenal said, yeah, Marv, Quest, and he said, Miles, and you hear I start barking, like, I'm interrupting the battle. Completely some shit I shouldn't have did.
Right.
But I'm emotional. It had nothing to do with Arsenal, right? My nigga, and I didn't play it in my head until we in Charlotte, and we kicking it, we like drinking and shit, I'm just kicking it with Arsenal, we riding. It came to my head like, bro, the last time you seen him, you ain't even, and I felt like, damn, I owe this nigga an apology. And I didn't apologize to him right then because it was just me and him, and I felt like I did that shit in front of everybody.
Right.
So for me to come to you and be like, hey, my nigga, it's some sucker shit. You kind of get what I'm saying? So I still owe, like I'm saying it on here, but I still owe Ars that apology publicly. And I guess I'm doing it, you could say, like right here.
Right, right.
Ars, my nigga, I did some, like keeping it real, I did some fucked up shit. It was a situation, it had nothing to do with Arsenal. I just was if you look at them battles, the rich dollars, all of that shit, I was in a fucked up spot, bro. Like literally. I'm literally just coming out of them situations. It was never nothing like, I always financially been good, I always been on my shit, taking care of my business, but different shit that I never dealt with, shit that you let linger. You understand what I'm saying? And that shit build up.
But what was your life like when you battled Aver?
When I battled Vert, it was the same thing. But for me, like me and Vert would be, that whole battle, the fucked up part about that battle, like me and Vert was literally on the phone every day. Hey, man, fuck you, man, I don't want to talk like, you know what I mean? We don't want to do that.
Right.
But like with the Vert battle, it was just happy to be, that was our time. Like it was always like y'all. Like we had to come out there to y'all, right?
Right.
So the first time they come into like,
To
but
where
to
y'all
see
at.
like, nigga, like we all the same, like that time we was divided.
Right.
And we keep saying like, yo, this can be bigger. That's what even started the Midwest movement. You know how the Midwest movement shit started? It was me and Vert was on the phone chopping it up. And Verb said, nigga, we gonna get a nigga to pay us to do the battle. Because I don't think the Smack them gonna pay us. Here we go, look, nobody wanna mention this. The Midwest movement started with O. O did that.
Yeah, O was saying that.
Yeah.
O did that, bro.
Yeah.
I keep trying to tell people, O said, yo, and O will tell you this. I showed up with like 50 niggas and tried to get them all in for free. And I remember O was mad as fuck. Like, you know I'm taking this out of your money, right? Then I had like Big T and all of them. Like it was a bunch of Chicago niggas, a bunch of Detroit niggas, but it's like a big family. Them cousins.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But it was a crazy events that happened. Like it was fights and shit that night. It was 2 different clubs.
Who got in the fight that night?
It was Holla people and somebody else, or not somebody that knew Holla and the camera. It was something crazy. Something just.
Verb was talking about it on the show that night, right?
Yeah,
The
it was
fight?
something crazy.
He talked about it, but I didn't know like the details.
Nigga, they
of it.
kicked everybody out. And then
Oh, he did. Yeah, I think.
and we had to go to a whole nother
Remedy
venue.
was part of that, I think.
And we tried to get away. Smack them was doing like 100. And it was like probably 30 niggas followed us all the way to the new venue. And it was like on some upstairs. You remember it was Conceited and
Nah, it wasn't there.
Conceited and
Jesse James.
Jesse
James.
And
That's
then-
where the meme comes from.
From
Yep.
Conceited and Jesse James. And
When
then,
he started choking
was,
up.
and then it was Holla and Big T, and then me and Vert. Them was the 3 battles that ended up moving.
Yeah.
But X battled that night. X battled Remedy, and it never came out. X ain't had no voice,
X-Bout, Remedy, and it never came out.
and it never came out. Yeah, so it was a lot. It was a lot to that. But
There's
like I said,
there's so much history in battle rap.
it's a lot that
in
we
the
don't even talk
Midwest.
about. Like a lot that because it was a whole nother scene before we got to New York just to actually come out there.
Remember, I wanted to kill all you motherfuckers.
It was a time we
It's
was
the
all.
Midwest movement.
Nigga, I remember I walked up on, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if Math remember this. The first, like when I jumped out that thing, I remember one time we was in the venue. I walked up on Math with an ACMD CD and tried to get him to sign it. And at this time, it was like I had battle over. Math was like, "Hey man, what are you, nigga, trying to be funny, man?" I looked at him like this, like damn, my nigga, like, I'm serious. Like,
I didn't know, bro.
serious.
I didn't
Yeah,
know,
Yeah,
my
man.
shit.
I didn't know.
Where the CDs at,
I
man?
didn't know we were supposed to be
Yeah, I
like
ain't
Get my
know,
that.
man
I ain't bring
Miles, get my
nothing.
man
That's
Miles
because
to sign
in
something.
You still
New
got
York-
it?
Yeah, I probably still got it. Something like probably, you know, we don't
Probably
listen to
because
CDs, but I
in
got it
New
all.
York, it's like people don't be showing love like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I know, but see,
So
I'm
it's
coming from-
unexpected.
We watch it like regardless of like that's what I liked about we broke it up because we got to watch Quest and Marv, right? You got to see Quest and Marv do that. Then you got to see y'all. You got to see. So we looked at it as we weren't looking at it how we look at it now, right? Like nigga, when we was talking about me jumping out that van, I was screaming at. I'm like, yo. I'm trying to fuck with everybody because I'm seeing everybody on YouTube. I'm seeing all of this, but I'm not back out there like that. So now this is me coming back out there. So I'm like, we jumping up. I'm coming up on some fan shit. I always said
And
that.
shit like that would irritate us.
Yeah.
One
I was the fan.
fuck these niggas.
I was the fan.
Fuck these niggas.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now